Wrong logo. Welcome back to every character in Genshin Impact before 3.0. Anemo Edition. Shigenoyan Haizo. He's the detective of the Tenryou Commission who uses the Catalyst as his main weapon. Also the first male Catalyst user. Also the first Catalyst user that's played as a punching fiend. You know, all Catalyst users have some sort of interesting way of fighting, with Lisa sending out electric shots as Yaimiko sends out lightning from above. Two Barbaras sending out water splashes, and Mona sending out water splashes, and Kokomi sending out water splashes. But we have Ningguang with rocks. Okay, yeah, bad example. But Shigenoyan Haizo is a super interesting Catalyst user. He uses the wind to punch the living crap out of your enemies. And with Genshin's special design of wind, any element combined with it, except you, we don't use you, okay? We don't use rocks with wind. Ugh, freaking erosion. Anyways, with Heizou being released, loads of people in the community saw his character and not many people liked it. Red hair, yellow brownish, character design, and all that stuff makes him look more like Geo. It's not the greatest design, but I didn't mind it. I liked it a lot actually. Not many people did though, which is perfectly fine. It's their own opinion. If you look at that shirt, it's pretty nice. And then, is he wearing a collar? I don't know if he's wearing a collar. Is that a collar? There's probably something that goes in this with the historical detail, but I kind of just see it as a collar. Baggy pants? Check. Awesome looking shirt? Pretty nice, but look at those arms. Oh, I love those arms. It's delicious. Look at that design. There's armor on it. So good. 8-tier damage dealer. He's so goddamn squishy, but super fun to play as. 9 out of 10 design. What the fuck? Sayu. The ninja from the Shimatsuban who's extremely sleep deprived and struggles to gain an inch taller. Pretty funny. Besides that, she wields the claymore, and her main role is to be a sub-DPS healer. But even that's mainly her burst, as her elemental skill is one of the funnest ones to play with.
Now I'll show you! You're too slow! No!
Besides that, I think her design's nice. She has a nice little hoodie. I think that's the only character in the game as of now that has a hoodie. That's actually, wearing the hoodie. It's nice. But even so, she looks more lifeless than Chi-Chi. An undead zombie child. 7 out of 10 design. 8-tier healer. Kaidahara Kazuha. The wandering samurai from Inazuma who rides with the Crux fleet with Beidou. Also known as the sad Canadian samurai child, jokingly. Well, Kazuha uses the sword as his main weapon as he focuses on his own way of fighting as he's mastered his own swordsmanship. His burst is literally called Kazuha Slash. Damn, that's a pretty cool name. It's like Rengoku naming his own move. Well, not that great of a comparison. Anyways, besides that, he's a sub-DPS god. Like, there are a lot of fantastic sub-DPS characters in Genshin, but if I had to choose the best sub-DPS character as a recording, it's easily Kazuha in my opinion, doing a large initial slash for his burst, then DOT over time within the circle. By itself, it's pretty but that's not the point. Anemo can take in any other element except you! Shoo! Go away! Dude, I will get to you later. Just give me a second, okay? Wait your turn. And when you do combine the other elements, it becomes a fantastic powerhouse of damage. His design, not gonna lie, when I saw him, I thought he was more of a pyro character. But looking at him now and noticing the smaller details on him, like that wind and those leaves on his character, it's absolutely beautiful. And that shoulder armament, it's super nice to look at. And his left hand, or is his right? Hold on. Okay, right. Anyways, and that bandage on his hand has meaning to it with a backstory. It's lovely. 10 out of 10 design. I love it when this implements some sort of backstory element to it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other characters that has it. But if you ask me, this is the most noticeable one. I love it. S tier, sub DPS. Zhao. The Conqueror of Demons, the Adeptus Yaksha. He is your main DPS Anemo user. He uses the polearm as his main weapon, and I'll be honest, when I first saw Xiao, I was like, he's pretty okay. He's alright. That kit seems kind of boring, but it's okay. And then he pops his elemental burst, and I knew.
いくぜ。これがてめえの見たがってた。愚かだ。
I grew up watching Bleach, and when I first saw that, I was like, damn, that is so cool. With Ichigo's having like this dark red energy coming off of him, and Xiao's having this dark blue energy coming off of him, the similarities are so cool, and Xiao's mask even hurts him over time in gameplay, which is kind of not great, but that's not the point. And, you know, speaking of gameplay, Xiao isn't really that great. Like, his damage is there, it's phenomenal, but his gameplay and how fun he is doesn't really exceed for much longer because you'll only see him as a pogo stick. You don't have to play him as a pogo stick, but if you have 0 constellations and you want the most damage out of it, you're playing him as a pogo stick. I'm sorry, that's just how it works. And even playing him as a pogo stick still has its own problems, as every single time you jump on bigger enemies, they would slowly get pushed away, and you have to reposition, and it gets kind of annoying. I want to say S tier because he was the first like major 5-star that made me go crazy, but I want to put him A tier because that damage and gameplay gets boring, so...
Lament!
7 out of 10 on the design though. It's pretty nice. His hair is really pretty, but overall the design's pretty simple and nothing too eye-catching except for that mask. Venti, also known as Venti the Bard, or Barbatos, or the Anemo Archon, or Tone Deaf Bard, or an alcoholic.
That's glass number 37. But I must say, the sheer volume of alcohol this fellow can put back is just not normal.
Anyways, he's legitimately the Anemo Archon, and to be honest with you, he's pretty broken. Using the bow as the main weapon, his role? Crowd control, or sub DPS. We've seen him being played at level 1 talent in Spiral Abyss as well, and he just destroys, with his elemental burst being a black hole. Now, you slap a crap ton of elemental mastery on him, and then bam! He's played kind of similar to Kazuha, combining elements together. As for fashion, let's be real here, a lot of us thought he was a chick, and that's all I'm gonna say before I go down the rabbit hole of a certain thread with over 70,000 members for this man, because let's be real here, he's the definition of a trap. 7 out of 10 design, S tier crowd control, sub DPS character, god person, character. Jean, the Dandelion Knight. As well as the head of Mondstadt's Knights of Favonius, she's also Barbara's older sister. Can you tell? Rocking the sword as her main form of damage, Jean's role is kinda interesting. Her elemental skill is some sort of controlled black hole that allows you to control smaller units, stunning them as you aim to blast their asses into orbit. With her elemental burst being a cleanse heal, as well as doing Anemo damage. She instantly regenerates a large amount of HP for all party members too, as HP is restored off of Jean's attack. So if you build more damage on her, the more healing you get. Now, as her fashion, I love it. It's like the super standard, like high gilded knight, and I'm a big fan of those gauntlets. I mean, look at those gauntlets. Now, she has 2 skins as of recording, as there's the alternative skin and the summer skin. But the alternative skin looks so much better than the summer one, and the gauntlet on that one looks so much cooler too. From dark blue to black, she looks phenomenal. In the end, I give the skins 8 out of 10 for the base, 7 out of 10 for the summer, and 10 out of 10 for the alternative. She is like a soccer mom, and I would let her kick me so hard! A tier damage support dealer. Sucrose, the assistant alchemist specializing in bioalchemy. She's also the assistant to the Chalk Prince. Hello. Using the catalyst as her main weapon, she's a sub DPS support damage buffer. That is a freaking mouthful. Holy crap. As well as an incredible crowd control character, she excels at giving damage boosts as her primary stat, as you want to build her in elemental mastery, combining other elements to make them stronger and highly more proficient in damage. She's a character that is highly usable in team comps with elemental reactions. As her outfit, well, it's As of recording, she's the only character with glasses, before Dory and Baizu and Pantalone. Anyways, she's the first character with glasses that's playable. Aha! Overall, Sucrose is phenomenal. Being a support DPS and a great crowd control unit, she is great. Overall, 7 out of 10 on the design. I'm not really huge on it. She's cute, ears are nice, glasses are nice, hat's nice. She's just nice, but an S tier even without constellations. In my opinion, she can still carry the team quite a bit with her CC and her elemental reactions. And that's it. Now if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go play some Tower of Fantasies and cry.